Morning, guys. December 21st, 2022. I'm going to do a little video on this, the story of the Mad Diner. I met this girl. I met this girl a couple of years ago, and I call her the flippin' Mad Diner. And it was kind of a funny story. It was Miss Molly here. So I met this girl, and I guess she was married for 30, 35 years or whatever, and had a couple of kids and ended up getting divorced. And kind of at the end, it was a bad divorce for her. But anyway, I met her, and she was a nice lady and about my age and skinny, nice little ass on it. She was kind of skinny and probably about 5'4". I'm not going to say her name or nothing. And she had a little house and everything, and she was paying for her house. And she was really, really tight, cheap. I mean, super cheap. And she used to always want to go out to eat all the time. So, like, I went out with her for a while, and we seemed to get along really good. So, I mean, she's got me taking her out to eat every day, or at least 5 times a week, continuously. So that's how she got the name as the Mad Diner. And I didn't realize how cheap she was until things, progressed. And she never paid for anything. She never offered to pay. As a gentleman, I always paid for the meals. And, we used to go out to eat all the time, continuously. And I didn't really have a problem with it and paying for the meals and stuff. But it started to get to be, starting to think about things. It's like a little nutty here, I started calling the Mad Diner. She said, I'm not the Mad Diner, I'm the Fine Diner. She used to say, I'm the Fine Diner. So her car would break down, and she'd call me to go get her, and she'd want me to pay the mechanic for fixing her car, and she never come up with any of the money. She had this old Mustang that she had parked in her driveway for years, and the thing was an old Mustang. I think it was a 66 or 65, one like that, and it needed new windshield wipers and it needed a new battery. And she wouldn't buy the windshield wipers. She'd rather just scratch the windshield and get it all scratched up. She needed a new battery. We used to have to jump the thing all the time. I said, why don't you just buy a new battery? Every time you got to run this thing, you got to jump it. The battery's 6 years old. So you wouldn't spend the money on the battery. And I just found it a little odd. Then when she invited her sons, she had two sons. She invited her sons over for Thanksgiving one time, and she had them pay for their part of the meal. It's like, holy shit, are you serious? Then another time she invited them over for pizza. Her two sons and their girlfriends come over for pizza. Well, on the way in, I said, I'll pick up the pizzas. It was 4 or 5 pizzas or whatever it was. I picked up the pizzas, and when I got over, she says, well, how much money you want? I said, I'll take care of it. Don't worry about that. She says, well, I can have my sons pitch in their share for the pizzas. It's like, I said to her, you invited these guys over to eat at your house, and you're going to ask them for their portion of the meal? Unbelievable. Really, really cheap. Tight. She has a lot of good qualities, but that was a bad quality that she had. She was really cheap. She said she didn't have the money. I don't know. That's just how she was. But anyway, we ended up parting ways a while back, and she had a lot of good qualities. And another thing, sometimes I snore a little bit when I'm sleeping, and she had me over there putting all kinds of flipping masks on and nose strips and sleeping, standing up and sleeping, sitting up in the bed, and holy shit, I got to the point, it's like, I'm all done with this shit, And then I wake up at night, guess who's flipping snoring up a storm? Her! Flipping snoring up a storm, and she was complaining about me snoring. And then one of the days I went over there, she couldn't sleep. I said, that's not me that's keeping you up. You can't even sleep when I'm not there. Crazy. Anyway, she had a lot of good qualities, but she had some bad ones, and it was funny. The story of the Mad Diner. Yeah, she used to go out to eat like 5, 6 days a week. As long as I was paying, she was fine. And wine and drinks, and never offered to pay. I think I went over for like a year or so. Year and 4 months. Every so often we get into an little argument, I'd leave for a couple of weeks and I'd go back. Sucker for punishment. Yeah, it's kind of funny. The story of the Mad Diner. She was a flipping Mad Diner, man. As long as she didn't have to pay, she was good. Yeah, there was this other time that there was like kind of snowstorm coming. You know, I live up in the Northeast, and a lot of times we get a lot of snow. So I was over her house, and it was snowing, and she'd go out and shovel. She had like a little driveway for a couple of cars and a little walkway. You know, she'd go out there every inch, every snow about an inch and a half, maybe 2 inches. She'd go out there and shovel it. Well, we're getting 6 to 8 inches of snow. So I said to her, let the 8 inches drop, and then I'll go out there and shovel it for you. But no, she wanted every inch and a half. She'd want to go out there and shovel it off. Well, then an inch and a half would drop again. She'd go out there and shovel it again. It's like you're a flipping dum dum. Wait for all the snow to stop, and I'll go out there one time and shovel it. Why should I do a $5-6 exercise? It's good to get exercise, she says. Yeah, I said, you're a flipping dum dum. Wait for the snow, all the 8 inches to drop, go out there one time and shovel it, and you're done. No, every inch and a half, 2 inches, you go out there and shovel it. Dark, middle of the night. Crazy. Then another time we went to the movies, right? And I would always pay for everything. I mean, I didn't have a problem paying for everything. I had plenty of cash. I always got cash on me and stuff. But, so we went out to eat before we went to the movies. So obviously the Mad Diner wanted to go out to eat. So we went out to eat, and then we went to go to the movies. So obviously we just ate. So we didn't need any popcorn or anything. And this particular place, you could buy beer or wine at the movie place. So I'm sitting down watching the movie. She had to go to the bathroom. So all right, she went to the bathroom. She comes back. She comes back with popcorn and a wine. Well, she's elbowing me and stuff. She says, I just paid for this popcorn and wine for $8 or stuff. Can you reimburse me? I look at her and say, what are you talking about? I just took you out to flip and eat, and you want me to reimburse you for the wine and popcorn that you went and got on your own? I said, no. It's about time you stop paying some of this stuff. So, yeah, the Mad Diner. She was tighter than two coats of paint, mama. She was tight. I think I look back on it now, and it was almost like funny. Unbelievable.